So, what is marginal costing? We will discuss that first and then we'll go for our sums. So, marginal costing means a costing uh, where variable cost is given more importance, where we use variable cost for making decisions. Okay. Marginal costing is a technique which will help us to take decisions. Now, I have fixed cost also. I have variable cost also, right? I have fixed cost and I have variable cost. Now, fixed cost will remain fixed irrespective of number of units, right? We took an example of students. Suppose I am paying a rent of 50,000 for my classroom premises. Okay, I'm paying a rent of 50,000 for my classroom premises, and here I teach one student. So this fixed expenses will be for one student. Rent will be for one student. Suppose I'm teaching two students, four students, nine students, 10 students. My rent remains same. My rent does not change. It is fixed. It is nothing but my fixed cost. But what about my variable cost? Suppose stationary expenses. Okay, stationary expenses. Suppose it is 100 per student. It is 100 per student. So here it will be if my student is 100 rupees, two students 2 into 100, four students 4 into 100, right? As and when my number of units increases, my cost also increases under variable cost. But under fixed cost, no. Cost remains as it is. There is no change in fixed cost. It remains as it is. Okay. So fixed cost changes with number of units. No. Variable cost changes with number of units. सो फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट हमारे लिए इतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है डिसीजन लेने के लिए बट वेरिएबल कॉस्ट येस इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर मेकिंग डिसीजंस इट हेल्प्स अस अ लॉट फॉर टेकिंग डिसीजंस so here in under marginal costing we we play a very important role to variable costing. First point of the chapter. Second point of the chapter, what is marginal costing? Till now, you were preparing 10 units. Okay, so you were recording income and expenditure of 10 units. Now, today, what you are doing is you are preparing a 11th unit. Okay, you are preparing a 11th unit, one additional unit. So, the income and expenditure related to one additional unit, okay, one additional unit, that is nothing but marginal costing. Okay, so you have traditional concept also and marginal concept also. Traditionally also people used to do costing, but that was not appropriate. There many concepts were not getting covered. So there was a high need of introducing marginal costing, and third we have marginal costing. Let us take illustration 5. You are given following information for coming year of a factory. Particulars amount, fixed expenses 4 lakhs, selling price per unit rupees 20, variable expenses per unit rupees 10, budgeted output 80,000 units. Calculate break-even point in rupees and margin of safety in rupees. So you are supposed to calculate break-even point and margin of safety. So what I'll do is let me note down the page number also. Page number is 132. So I'll prepare, they want me to calculate break even point and margin of safety. So what I'll do is calculation showing BEP, first one. Okay. So what is that? Fixed expenses you have selling price per unit, you have variable cost. So what I'll do is I'll prepare my statement first. It's a universal statement. Whichever topic you do, whether you do accounts, you do your costing, you do FM, this statement, income statement will remain same. Less fixed expenses, you will get profit. So they have given me sales rupees 20 and variable cost rupees 10. So I'll get contribution as rupees 10. Okay, contribution as rupees 10. Then have they given me fixed expenses? Yes, they have given me fixed expenses. So this is amount in terms of per unit. Okay, per unit. This is amount in rupees. So 20 into 80,000. 10 into 80,000, 10 into 80,000, right? Here
Yeah.
we have fixed expenses of 4 lakhs. If I subtract this, I get 4 lakh as profit. So done this, I'm ready with this statement. Now what next I'm supposed to do? Next I'm supposed to find out break even point. Okay, so for finding out break even point, what is the formula? Formula is fixed expenses, fixed cost upon contribution per unit. This is my formula. So what is my fixed cost? My fixed cost is 4 lakh rupees. 4 lakh rupees divided by contribution per unit, that is 10. So 40,000 units is the answer for break even point. So BEP is equal to 40,000 units. Okay, done. Then we have margin of safety.
Sorry, but it's showing eight lakhs here.
Okay,
This.
okay, it's showing 8 lakhs. Okay, so 40,000 units is my answer, and I'm supposed to answer in terms of rupees. So 40,000 units into what is my value for per unit? It is 20 rupees.
20.
So 8 lakh rupees will be my BEP in value, and BEP in units will be 40,000.
Yeah.
Okay, then next one we have is margin of safety. So let's go for margin of safety. Next one. So we had discussed what is the formula for margin of safety. Margin of safety is total sales minus BEP sales. Right? Margin of safety is total sales minus BEP sales. What is your total sales? It is 8 lakh rupees. What is your BEP sales?
It's 16.
It's 16
16
lakhs.
lakhs.
Yes, it's 16 lakhs. So your total sales is 16 lakhs minus your BEP sales is 18 lakhs. It will give you 8 lakh rupees as your margin of safety, MOS sales. Okay.
Yeah.
If you can complete this sum, then we'll take illustration 6.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. It's done. Yeah.
It's done. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's take illustration 6. Illustration 6 on page number 133.
Yeah.
133. So illustration 6 is about from the following information, calculate amount of profit using marginal cost techniques. So you are supposed to calculate amount of profit. Fixed cost is given to you rupees 3 lakhs, available cost per unit rupees 5, selling cost per unit rupees 10, output level is 1 lakh units. I'll note down everything in our format, particulars, amount. So my format is sales less variable cost, that will give me contribution, that will give me less fixed cost profit. Now what all points they have given here, 10 rupees sales and 1 lakh is my units. So 1 lakh units, 1 lakh units into 10 rupees. Variable cost is rupees 5. So 1 lakh units into 5, that will give me contribution, 10 lakhs minus 5 lakh contribution. Fixed expenses 3 lakhs. 2 lakhs is my profit. 2 lakhs is my profit. You can complete this sum. They were asking us to find out profit under this sum.
Okay. Yeah, it's done. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can.
let's go for illustration 7. Illustration 7 on page number 133, 134. Page number 133, 134. So here we have from the following particulars, find out break-even point. So you are supposed to find out break-even point. Particulars, amount. So again, I'll prepare my statement, sales, less variable cost, that will give me contribution, less fixed cost, that will give me profit. Okay. Now here I will say they have given me fixed expenses 1 lakh, selling price per unit rupees 20, variable cost rupees 15. Okay, based on this I'm supposed to find out my variable cost, sorry, my break even point. So 20 rupees is my sales, 15 rupees is my variable cost. If I subtract these two, I'll get 5 rupees as contribution. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, tell here. Huh. Fixed expenses is given to me on in totality basis, but I cannot do further working here because half of my statement is on totality basis and half of the statement is per unit. So no comparison. So what I will do is I'll find out my PV ratio. Okay, what I will do is I'll find out my PV ratio. So what is the formula for PV ratio? Profit upon sales. What is your profit here? Contribution upon sales divided by sales into 100 will give you PV ratio. So contribution is 5 divided by sales is 20 into 100. Okay, so 5 divided by 20 into 100, you will get 25% as PV ratio. You will get 25% as PV ratio. Okay. Now what I'll do is I'll take my fixed expenses of 1 lakh rupees. I'll take my fixed expenses of 1 lakh rupees. So fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Okay. So fixed cost is 1 lakh rupees divided by 25%. So my break even sales is 4 lakh rupees. It is rupees, 4 lakh rupees. Okay.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, you can complete this sum. Then we'll go for illustration A. Done.
Yeah, one second. Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
Illustration 8, page number 134. Here they are asking us to find out PV ratio, break even point, and selling price. If reduced to 80 rupees, calculate new break even point. Okay. So, first question comes first, PV ratio. So, what all information they have given us? They have given us total sales 5 lakh rupees, selling price per unit 100, variable cost per unit 60, fixed cost 1 lakh 20,000. So, again, I prepare my statement. So statement is sales less variable cost, that will give me contribution, less fixed cost, that will give me profit. Now here we have total sales of 5 lakh rupees. Okay, total sales of 5 lakh rupees. We have per unit sales also 100. So 100 rupees, 60 rupees is my variable cost, 40 rupees is my contribution. Now they're asking us to find out PV ratio, right? So PV ratio is easy for calculation. What is the formula for PV ratio? Contribution upon sales into 100, as we did in the last sum. Same way. See, last sum also we did the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Contributions was given, per unit figures were given, and fixed cost was given on totality basis. Here also same thing is given, fixed cost is given to you on totality basis, right? So what you can do here, find out PV ratio. Otherwise also question is asking you to find out PV ratio and answer. So what is your PV ratio formula? 40 divided by 100 into 100, that will give you 40% as PV ratio. So your PV ratio formula is 40%. Okay, PV ratio answer is 40%. Okay, 40%. Now, what is your second sum? Break even point. Your second sum is break even point. Now, this break even point is, the formula is fixed expenses. Okay, fixed expenses divided by PV ratio. So you have two formulas for break even. First is fixed expenses divided by PV ratio. This will give you answer in value. And if you go for fixed expenses divided by contribution per unit. Okay, this will give you answer in terms of units. So you have two formulas. I'll be selecting this formula right now. Obviously, after finding out units, also I can go for value, and directly also I can go for value. So fixed expenses is 1,20,000 divided by PV ratio 40%. I'll get 3 lakh rupees. 3 lakh rupees as BEP. Okay, answer in
Yeah.
rupees as BEP. You can complete these two questions, then I'll take third one. Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, next one. If the selling price is reduced to rupees 80, your selling price is rupees 100. So what they want to reduce down the selling price to rupees 80. Then what will be the answer? Okay, so your selling price is only changing, your variable cost will remain same. So selling price minus variable cost, you will get 20 rupees as contribution. So again, if you do your PV ratio, so 20 divided by 80 into 100, you will get 25% as your PV ratio. Your fixed expenses are 1,20,000 divided by 25%, so 4,80,000. So if your selling price is reduced, your break-even sales value will be 4,80,000. You can complete this, then I'll take illustration 9.
Yeah. It's done. Yeah.
Okay. Illustration 8 is done. We'll take illustration 9. Illustration 9 is on page number 135. Page number 135. So sales is given 2 lakhs, profit is given 20,000, variable cost 20%. Okay. Again, same thing. I'll prepare my format. Okay. Here I have sales, then I have variable cost less variable cost, that will give me contribution less fixed cost, that will give me profit. Sales is 2 lakhs, variable cost is 60%, that will give me contribution amounting to 80,000. Fixed expenses is not given to me, but profit is given to me of 20,000. Can I go for fixed expenses?
Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Contribution minus fixed expenses, that profit, that will give me
Uh-huh.
fixed expenses. Okay, so my the statement is ready. Okay, now the next point. Next point is they are asking me to answer PV ratio. Now, what will be the formula for PV ratio? PV ratio is contribution divided by sales into 100. So here, what is my contribution? 80,000. 80,000 divided by sales into 100. Okay, so 80,000 divided by 2 lakh rupees into 100, that will give me 40%, that is PV ratio. Okay, then comes fixed cost. Fixed cost you have answered, that is 60,000. 60,000 fixed cost, 40% is your PV ratio. So I'll answer fixed cost. Fixed cost is 60,000. Then what is next? Next they are asking us sales volume to earn a profit of 50,000. You want to earn a profit of 50,000. So what will be the sales volume? So there's one more formula. The formula is desired sales equal to fixed cost plus desired profit, okay, divided by PV ratio. Divided by PV ratio. Okay, this is the formula. Now, what you are supposed to do, they have given you profit of 50,000. You want a profit of 50,000. So, fixed cost is 60,000. Profit of 50,000 divided by PV ratio 40%. So, from where I am taking 60,000 here, my fixed cost, right? A desired profit is given to me in the question, that will give me 1 lakh 10,000. Okay, so if I solve this, what answer I'll get? 1 lakh 10,000 divided by 40,000, I'll get 2 lakh 75,000 as desired sales. 2 lakh 75, correct. You can complete this sum. Okay.
No, just a second. Yeah, it's done. Yeah.
Okay, let's take next question. Question number 10, page number 135. So here they are asking you to answer from the following particulars. Calculate PV ratio. Profit when sales are 40,000. New break-even point if selling price is reduced by 10%. Fixed cost 8,000. Break-even point 20,000. Variable cost 60 rupees 60 per unit. So almost same information and same question is given which we did under illustration 9. Okay, so let us go for PV ratio first. So fixed cost is given, break-even point is given, and variable cost is given. Okay, so what I can do is with the help of break-even point no, and fixed cost, I can find out PV ratio. I can find out answer to PV ratio. So what is the formula for break-even point?
PV ratio, fixed cost divided by PV ratio.
Fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Okay, so your fixed cost is 8,000
Right.
rupees. So 8,000 rupees divided by PV ratio. 8,000 rupees divided by PV ratio, and the break even point is 20,000. 20,000 rupees. It is rupees. Okay,
Yeah.
not units. It is rupees.
Yes.
So I'm supposed to find out. So cross multiply 20,000 rupees into PV ratio, okay, equal to 8,000. Now this PV ratio will remain here and my 8,000 divided by 20,000. So PV ratio formula will be 8,000 divided by 20,000. I'll get 40% as PV ratio. Correct. So I have one question here. Why in every sum, in almost 4 5 sums, we went for the statement, and here why we started directly with the formula instead of going for the statement first? We started with the formula.
Yeah, it's because we have all the details what we needed.
Correct, correct. Everything is ready. We just
Everything.
went for the formula. Whatever was missing, PV ratio was missing, so we found out that by formula. Then next one was profit when sales are 40,000 rupees. So desired sales equal to fixed cost plus desired profit divided by PV ratio. So what is desired sales? Desired sales
40. 40,000.
is 40,000. 40,000 equal to fixed cost. Fixed cost is 8,000 rupees plus desired profit is X for me divided by PV ratio is 40%. Okay. So here what we'll have is 40,000 into 40%, okay, equal to 8,000 plus X. So 16,000 minus 8,000 will give me the answer to desired profit. That is 8,000 will be answer to desired profit. Next question is new break even point if selling price is reduced by 10%. So right now what is my selling price? Not given to me in the
Not
question.
give. Yeah.
I'll have to find out selling price first. So what I'll do, how to find out selling price, I'll prepare a table. Okay. Statement showing calculation of selling price. I'll prepare a table. Table is sales less a variable cost. That will give me contribution less fixed cost. That will give me profit. So you have fixed cost as 8,000 rupees. You have variable cost as 60%, right?
No, 60 per
60,
unit.
60 per unit. So 60 is your variable cost. So 40 will be your contribution. 100 will be your selling price. 40 is your contribution, no? PV ratio.
PV ratio. Yeah.
So that is 40. So 100 is my selling price. Now this 100 rupees we are supposed to reduce down by 10%. So it will be 10 rupees. So my selling price will be 90 now. 90 minus 60, that will give me 30 as my contribution. I'm supposed to calculate break even point if selling price is reduced. So break even point for new selling price will be, okay, break even point for new selling price, fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So fixed cost is 8,000 divided by 30 rupees. It's 30 rupees per unit. So 266 units. If I multiply this with the value, I'll get 24,000 as break-even sales. 24,000 as break-even sales. And complete this.